Hello everyone, Dylon here once again, and I'm gonna play part 2 of my Let's Play Terraria. So, anyway, last episode, we had the guy disappear on us and fall in a hole, and apparently he's still not back because he's not living in his house yet. And we went exploring, but got crushed by a boulder. So anyway, we're gonna go back to where we were when we were exploring, and hopefully not die along the way. It is nighttime now in the game, if you could not tell. Everything becomes a little bit more dangerous at night. There are more monsters, and they are a lot more dangerous, especially to a new character like mine that hasn't gotten any gear yet. So anyway, I'm going to carefully traverse this hole. Unfortunately, I left myself like markers along the way of where to go. And this time we're going to try, if I can jump up here, we're going to try not to get smushed by a boulder. Because here it is. New blonde was torn in half by a boulder. That's just too bad for me, isn't it? And I saw this dart trap up here last time, so I'm just going to go ahead and mine that out. Because here's the switch for the trap, and it would be shooting right now if I hadn't already taken it out. Ooh, we found some iron ore. And now I complained last episode that copper is fairly useless, but iron, on the other hand, is very, very useful. So I got pretty lucky finding this here. The deeper you dig, the more likely you are to find better materials, but they're also increasingly difficult to get to. So I'm just going to go ahead and mine up all this iron, because that'll be really useful. And then ooh, a scorpion. Or not, what am I talking about? That's not a scorpion, that's a skeleton. So, I'm not really equipped. Oh yeah, he does a lot of damage. So I'm not really equipped to fight anything here. Fortunately, the bats don't have a very good AI. So I'm going to try to avoid combat, if at all possible. Oh, there's another bat. Anyway, right now, what I want to do, if I can manage not to die to the bat, is I want to go ahead and use these dirt blocks to get up a little higher. Oh, it's a bat. Okay. So I want to use these dirt blocks to climb up and get this material over here. And if I run out of dirt blocks, I have some wood with me. I hate to use it in this manner, but I feel like this looks pretty valuable. And it actually really is. It's silver ore, which is even more valuable than iron. So I'm just getting increasingly lucky down here, finding a lot of materials that I can use. So I'm going to go ahead and mine all of this up, because it's really important. And I actually found a pretty big cave, it looks like, with a lot of assorted materials along the way. Because if I'm correct, I see some copper up here. Having some trouble jumping, and you will when you start out. There are items that you get later on that actually help out in the jumping department. So anyway, I'm collecting as much as I can. Sadly, we haven't found any underground hearts or anything. Those would be really useful. So, but we'll just keep looking. And that's a skeleton. We're going to want to try to avoid those fights, because they are very, very strong. And, yes. They do about 20 damage per hit, and that is a lot of damage. So, I'm actually going to avoid going back to this area for the meantime. I'm going to see if I can make anything. Hey! My guide is back! I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm just going to camp inside while it's nighttime. If you talk to the guide and press crafting, you can see what you can make from like each of these materials. In this case, I actually have to... Let's see... Stone. Yeah, I believe I use stone to make a furnace, and that would be pretty important. Yeah, furnace would be very useful at the moment. Boulders! I don't know why I would want to make a boulder. They just kill me. And I'm not entirely certain... Okay, so yeah. for the moment, I'm just going to try to make furnace, because they are very useful. They're used for smelting ore, which I have just gathered some ore, so that's what I want. Anyway, I accidentally dropped my stone, so we're going to go looking for some more stone. And even though it's nighttime and it's not suggested to go out at night because, yeah, here's a zombie right here that I'm fighting. I mean, he doesn't really take any damage from me at all, but I take a decent chunk from him because I have no gear whatsoever. Anyway, we'll just go out looking for some stone, and there's actually one right here. But we need more than one. I think we need 9. So, oh look, some stone and also some copper underneath the stone, if I can place a torch. So, wait, is this stone? No, this is iron ore. Wow. It's actually rather hard to tell them apart if you're not paying attention, which I wasn't. So that's even better than finding stone. Like, even though I need stone right now to actually make the iron ore useful, it's still really, really good to have, like, all this ore for when I do get my furnace and I can smelt it all. I see something under the ground. I think it might be iron ore, actually. But we'll dig down and find out. Yep, some more iron ore. So, I'm getting fairly lucky with finding iron ore. I don't normally get this lucky. So, that's really, really good. And I think this over here is just stone. Yeah, okay. So I did actually find some stone. It took a little while, but that's okay, because this game's all about exploring and basically being an adventurer. Okay, so now I have more than enough stone that I need for my furnace, so I'll go ahead and go craft that. I believe I need to be at a workbench. Yes. Zombies. Zombies everywhere. He's actually killing me. Wow, he's killing me a lot. Okay, so uneven terrain like this, they like to jump a lot, which is really actually bad for when you're fighting with just a stabby sword like this. You see I'm just stabbing. Bam, 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 bam. Just keep stabbing over and over. It's really, really, really an inefficient way of fighting. And I'd much rather have a sword that actually swings in an arc. But I'll get to that. Yeah, we're just gonna hide in here with the guide. They can't open doors, so we're okay. And I'm going to make a furnace. And that is actually really important because it's used for smithing ore. I'll go ahead and... There's no room in this house, but I have to fight a zombie to get into my house. So you know what? We're gonna go fight a zombie. Don't kill me. Oh, there are 2. I've been tricked. So as long as I stand here and just keep swinging, it's a really fast sword. So I won't do much damage, but hopefully I won't get hit either. So very, very slowly, I will kill these zombies. As you can tell, it's really, really dangerous to go out at night. I do not suggest it for the first couple nights. Ooh, I heard a shooting star. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I heard it. So yeah, I'm going to collect my first fallen star. As the guide mentioned earlier, I need 10 of them. So I'm nowhere near where I need to be, but that's okay. Anyway, I have my furnace, so I'll just go ahead and make all the bars that I can out of what materials I have. So I have 3 silver bars. I actually have 13... 14 iron bars? Yeah. Okay, no, I'm wrong. 16 iron bars. And 10 copper bars. That's not all that bad. So I already have my iron anvil, which is used to craft items from metal bars. Now, unfortunately, it does cost 5 iron bars to make the anvil, which can be slightly inconvenient, but in the end, it's definitely worth it to have the anvil. So anyway, it looks like my tiki torch is sadly in my way, so I'm gonna have to... I think I'm just gonna have to, remove my tiki torch and place a normal torch, because my tiki torch was actually in the way. So I'll place my iron anvil, and I'll see if there's anything else that I can craft. And it looks like there is. I'm not entirely certain what I want yet, because I don't know everything that I can get, but the first thing that I personally suggest is just to make yourself a stronger sword. Now, this does 5 melee damage, and it has a new thing that was introduced in the patch with the Wall of Flesh called like a buff on the weapon. I'm not actually sure that's what it's called, but that's what I think of it as. And this one is minus 23% speed, so even though it has very fast speed, it's even slower than it should be. So I'm just going to go ahead and make an iron short sword. It'll do a lot more melee damage. Wait, no. No. I want a broadsword. That's right. I want an iron broadsword because it does more damage and it actually has an arc. So after I get that, I'll just go ahead and put it in the slot that my copper short sword was at, and I'll keep my short sword for now. I don't think I can make anything else. No, I can't really make... Ooh, I will make this. I'll make a chest. I was talking about how I was going to worry about getting my inventory filled up. As you can see, I haven't got it even really close yet, but it is starting to fill up. So I'll go ahead and make this chest so I can place... a lot of my materials that I'm not using in it. Now, sadly, in my first couple houses, I never make them big enough, so I just kind of put the chest on top of the house. It's not the best idea, but it's not awful, I suppose. I'll just go ahead and put, like, some things that I don't really know if I'm gonna need, but I might need later. Just put these mushrooms. I'll keep my potion with me, just in case I get hurt and I don't want to die. I'll just go ahead and put these acorns in the chest, too, because I usually forget to use them, so having a stash of them is definitely not a bad idea. I'll put this silver up for later, and this iron I can't really do anything with. Go ahead and put my copper ore in here, but my bars, I'm gonna keep my bars with me just in case I find anything that I can use them for. And with that, I think I'm gonna go out and try to find some more stuff. Oh, another star fell, so... Okay, so here's one of the flying demon eye things that I was talking about earlier. They are definitely more dangerous than the zombies because they fly in an arc and they have more health. Okay, he's actually flying away because it's daytime now. So now would be the time that I actually should be adventuring. But I didn't really feel like just sitting in my house all night, which is actually something you can do. If you're worried about dying at night, you can just go sit in your house and nothing can get to you. So I want to kill this goldfish, just because they heal. Goldfish actually heal a little bit, so they are kind of useful. And I fell a lot further than I should have there, because I wasn't being careful. So I took some fall damage. There is actually fall damage in this game, and it hurts quite a lot. So be careful when falling. Anyway, this slime is definitely not going to let me mine. Right here I'm just gathering up some more stone, because... it is useful early on. It's actually just kind of annoying later, because you have to mine through it a lot. But for now, early on in the game, I want to carry a little bit of stone with me. So I'm thinking that I need more torches. So after I get some more torches, I'm thinking that I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in here actually. So I just have to go ahead and mine out a place to sit. Right now, I'm just jumping up and like hitting once to hit the block and not really do anything after that. So yeah, I see if I can place my torch. There we go. I see some copper down here, so I'm gonna go for that. It's pretty difficult to see, but because it looks kind of like dirt, but it is possible to see if you have your torch out. There's actually a lot more copper than I thought there was. So I'm gonna have to jump up here and get my breath back, and go ahead and jump back down and get all the copper that I can. Okay, so that's stone, that's copper, and that's copper. So I guess that's all the copper there is right here. So I will move on. Still kind of upsetting that I haven't found any hearts yet, but it's not all that big of a deal. And oh no, that thing tells me that we are nearing the corruption. And the corruption is a very dangerous area that has a lot of these things, and I'm really not that equipped to fight them. Like, I might be able to sneak around them for a while, but it's pretty unlikely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab any iron ore I can from right here. And I'll try to... And I cannot see. I do see the corruption, though. And I'm attacking something, but I can't see it. So... I'm just gonna go ahead and... Maybe... What did I do? Okay, so I can't... I'm a little bit confused right here. I'm trying to place down my tiki torch. There we go. So I have my tiki torch down, and I was actually just fighting a slime. I was worried I was fighting more of the corruption. The creatures of the corruption. So I actually fell to a spot right by the underground corruption with some silver. So I got pretty lucky there. I drank my potion because I got scared. I didn't actually really need to. Now, one thing to note about the corruption is that, and that's the corruption of these blocks right here, is that you can't mine them, at least not in this stage of the game. You don't have a powerful enough pickaxe to mine them yet. Copper pickaxe is actually, like, the weakest one, so that's pretty unfortunate. This might actually get in my way quite a bit. We'll see. I'll keep going and see if I can accomplish anything around here, but it doesn't seem likely at this point. Although, I've made it back down to this area. So basically I went in a giant circle, which isn't too bad because it doesn't look like the skeletons are here this time, so I'm able to actually collect some of this stuff. And I actually died on top of a large deposit of iron. Yep, here's where I died before. My extremities were detached by a skeleton, and I see over here another creature of the corruption that's probably going to come kill me in a second. So I'm just going to go ahead and mine as much of this iron as I can. Yep, there it is. That is a worm creature. And it's a lot bigger than a standard worm, but it's because I'm close to the corruption, so I'm close to a pretty dangerous area. In fact, I'm not actually going to fight it at all. Yeah, because it did all of my health. It did all 33 of my health in one hit. So I really want this iron, but I'm probably not strong enough to get it quite yet because I have foolishly returned to the area that I'm not strong enough to be at. And where is my guide? Please tell me he didn't run off again. Okay, he's just over here, fortunately. He didn't run off too far. So we are going to keep looking around, seeing if I can gather any materials this way. Okay, so there's nothing down here. And I'm gonna check over here for materials because I keep getting killed near, and I found corruption, and it'll be above ground as well, which is even more dangerous because more creatures spawn above ground. Hopefully I'll be able to find something this way, otherwise I'll probably just go back to my house and see if I've gathered enough to make any more gear. I think I'll go for some copper armor, because that's really all copper is good for in the beginning of the game. Actually, all the way throughout the game, copper is not really used all that often. So anyway, it looks like there's an area down here that I can go to. I like exploring underground most of the time. I just feel like it's more fun, and you find a lot more underground than anywhere else. Because there are these chests, like, all around. They don't give all that much, but never gonna complain about just free stuff lying around in chests. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's really all that much down here. I'm gonna just go ahead and jump back up. And I found some more copper, so yeah, hopefully I will have enough copper to make, like, some piece of armor at least. Maybe not two, but at least one piece of armor. I'm not quite certain exactly what it takes, so I'll probably keep looking around a little bit. And it actually looks like there's another underground area down here, so I might be able to just sneak down here and see what I can find. If I don't hit my face up against the blocks while I'm trying to climb down. And unfortunately, it really wasn't anything So now I have to climb my way back out of here. And I actually... This is really frustrating to climb back out of. So yeah, I kind of failed a little bit there trying to climb out, but that's okay, because I did eventually get out. I'm going to go ahead and seal that area up, because there's not really anything useful down there. Doesn't seem like it anyway. And I'll just keep moving along. Hey, I found a chest. Now this, sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you won't. And it actually looks like I did get lucky, because I found a blowpipe. And those are fairly useful early on in the game. So I found a shine potion. If I ever run out of torches, I can just pop one of those. I found some bottles. Those are useful for making potions. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up this chest and take it back to my house. That way I don't have to spend any money making more chests. So I don't think I'm going to go down there just yet, just because I haven't really been lucky going down anywhere recently. Hey, look at this. I actually got luckier staying above ground. It looks like there's some iron here and then some iron to my right. Yeah, I tried to do a pretty long episode today because I just wanted to really get into Terraria and try to make some progress and just show, I guess, the preliminary stages of Terraria. It's a lot of running around just trying to gather resources. Like, I've actually gotten really lucky. I keep saying that, but I haven't really explained why, because, like, normally I could just keep looking around for a really long time and not find any, like, iron or copper. And this world, it's pretty plentiful, so I'm definitely going to keep saying that I got lucky. Like, even these seemingly small deposits are a lot compared to what some people find, and, like, what I've found on other worlds. So I'm going to go ahead and head back now. I've just found a lot, and I feel like it would be beneficial for me to go back home and see if I can accomplish anything. I'm wasting a lot of wood, too. Like, trying to jump places. Because I still haven't really found any accessories, and one of the accessories that you find pretty early on is what lets you jump. And if you notice, I'm now getting seeds from the grass because I have a blowpipe. I shoot grass seeds. It's not the most effective weapon, but it's something, so definitely nothing to complain about. And anyway, I really don't feel like going all the way back home, so I'm just going to go ahead and save and exit, and then jump back onto my world. It's a free way to get home if you build your home by the spawn point. See, like, look right here, I made it all the way back. I can go ahead and hit quick stack to stack all of what I've found, and then I'll just go ahead and pull the copper ore out. Go ahead and throw these grenades in here because they do not destroy tiles, but I don't personally like keeping things that destroy tiles because I tend to accidentally throw them and like blow myself up or blow tiles up that I actually wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my iron bar. I have my iron ore, and I'll go ahead and place my other chest. Now, I also have like some clay blocks in this dart trap that I don't really need, so I'll go ahead and place these in like the trash can. And then, yeah, I think that's really all I don't need, so I'll just go ahead and keep everything else. I need to smith my ore, which I think that's actually at the bottom. I'll go ahead and make some more torches first. I like to just use all the gel I have to make torches because they're always useful. Like, I feel like having torches is pretty imperative in this game. Like, even though I found those shine potions, they don't last for all that long. So I'll go ahead, smelt all this copper. Go ahead and make some iron. And so as it turns out, I have a little bit less iron than I do copper. And I do not believe I have enough for any iron armor. No, I do not. So I'm just going to go ahead and make copper greaves. Put those on. now I have some copper pants on. It's always fun. And looking around, I do not have enough iron for any iron gear, so that's slightly saddening, but otherwise just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put all my iron back up here. Put my iron here. I'll just go ahead and put my copper here too, because I don't have enough for anything. And yeah, I feel like made some pretty good progress today. Now, we were only able to like achieve one objective, which was to get some gear. Got copper greaves and an iron broadsword. I've got 11 silver coins. I'll go ahead and put my silver coins away too, just so I don't lose them when I die, so I can get the merchant here faster. Once you get the merchant, your gold really takes off too. And I wasn't able to find any hearts, so I won't be able to get a nurse here either, but that's okay, because we can continue the search for those in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Like and favorite if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you next time.